2026. 2026. Are we hyped? Are we hyped for 2026? Got a low water advisory here on my Garmin. Thanks, Garmin. Making sure we're safe. Alright, let's get on this thing. Alright. There we go. And we're off. First ride of the year. Did I hear it? Yeah. Start the Garmin. Got everything we need for a good time. Yeah, but I said he couldn't have it until... Yeah. Oh, yeah. He asked nicely. Hey, what's up, Alan? 24 inches of snow. Oh my gosh, Happy New Year. Wow. I hope it wasn't too crazy of a night for you. I know historically New Year's Eve can be a pretty accident-prone environment. Final 24 hours. Not using ERG mode today. Kind of want to keep it dynamic. I adjusted my derailleur a little bit, try to work on the shifting smoothness. It was kind of rough last time when I was using the gears. I think there's just a slight difference in where the cassette spacing is on my training wheel compared to where it is here on the trainer. It was nuts. Drunken Betty's. Oh man. There's now law when the claw is included. Now law when the claw. That's interesting. The Drunken Betty's. Gotta be careful. Whew. Feel the rocks under my feet here on this trainer. It simulates the road surfaces when you're not in ERG mode. Oh, White Claw. No law when the claw. Okay. I'm not allowed to drink White Claw. My wife made that very clear after I had a couple seltzers at our neighbor's backyard party. I got white girl wasted. real quick. Oh, I don't have my fan on. Classic mistake. Can I reach it? Hey-oh! Fan engaged. Ain't no law when the claw's involved. All right, strength training this morning went well. I was encouraged to lift up heavy weights today. And I felt good. I felt good increasing the weight. Curious to see how my legs will feel across this hour, but for now, my legs feel pretty good. I'm gonna come up this hill. New year. I fell asleep before midnight. I could hear the fireworks going off around the neighborhood. Pretty sure they woke me up right as the new year went. I vaguely remember feeling confident that we'd crossed over to the next year when I was awoken by the sound of all the explosions. It was nice and cozy in my bed, so I enjoyed sleeping in a little bit this morning. Definitely off to a later start than usual here. Some of my friends got up and did like a New Year's Day ride, and man, they must have had a beautiful morning. The sunrise was so nice, 50 degrees, clear sky, no wind, just a beautiful day for riding. Hey, this looks familiar. Riding in Paris today. This looks like that famous Paris-Roubaix. There's like that little wall bridge thing they go through. All right, start snacking. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are not thrilled about the weather getting warm because they're getting ready to do the Houston Marathon. And usually it's cold, 38, 40. Not this year. I've worked with a handful of athletes to get ready for the Houston Marathon, and it's such a cool race because it's so big. I mean, it's fast. People come from all over to race it because it's fast, so. I haven't done it yet myself, but it's something I definitely want to do before I move away from Houston someday. For now, I'm going to stick with the IRONMAN Texas Marathon in April. That's going to be my next marathon. I've got 2 19-mile training runs coming up in a couple weeks. So those will be the longest runs I do, I think. Which is interesting because last year my longest runs were 20 miles. So we're dialing it back. That's fine. I'll take it. 19 miles is not a short run. That's a long one. Then just try to hold it together for 26.2 and keep moving. I think it took me more than 6 hours to walk run that marathon last year, so definitely something I've spent a lot of time thinking about, trying to visualize cruising through that run. Bike legs feel good today. Yeah, I mean, one nice thing about this particular course is that it's broken up into 3 8-mile loops. So that's going to be the way that I break it down. First lap, second lap, third lap. I've had good luck in the past with races that have 3 laps on the run course. Less so with races that have 2 laps. I don't know why. So, I don't know. I feel like breaking it down into thirds is helpful, and like you suggested, you know, every 6 miles, that's breaking it down into fourths, you know. I think they look a lot at like the 5K, 10K splits for that marathon time, you know. Yes, yes, y'all. Let's look at the averages so far. All right. Sitting at 93 average cadence, 206 average watts, 151 average heart rate. Good numbers. Run off the bike. Oh yeah, that was on Tuesday. And I felt great. Yeah, it was one of those runs where I looked down at my watch and I was going about 35-40 seconds faster than I thought I was. So I had to slow down. Yeah, that run on Tuesday was good. I didn't push it quite as fast as I maybe should have. I was just erring on the side of caution. I had to take a lot of time off from running over the summer thanks to a TFL problem that I think is getting better, but might not be fully resolved yet. The creatine! Yeah, bro. Feel the creatine, dude. I was thinking about it this morning because I was doing goblet squats with a 50-pound kettlebell and taking, 2 minutes of rest in between. thinking about how that creatine was likely helping me recover. So, could just be placebo effects too, but I'll take it, shit. If you feel faster or feel stronger, then you are, you know? Yeah, so far the creatine, I feel like it's been a good addition. 15 minutes through this one, sweating it up. Getting my heart rate up a little higher today. Snacking on some Scratch energy chews. I'm very fortunate to be supported by a nonprofit called Powerhouse Patriots, and Scratch has donated a lot of nutrition products to us. So yeah, very lucky to have these and not have to pay for them. And they're pretty yummy. All right, a little bit of a break. Let my heart rate come down a little bit. Get some salt. Salty and sweet. And more water. All right, brought my heart rate down about 10 BPM there, back into zone 1. So let's pick up the power a little bit and get back in zone 2. This song always makes me think of Sonic the Hedgehog. I totally ripped off Sonic the Hedgehog when I made this book. Not this one. Whew. Average cadence sitting at 94. Average power 212. Slow my cadence down a little bit here. Riding in France today. A little steeper. I have 4.5 hour bike ride on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it here on the trainer or out on the road. Or maybe some combination of the two. To bring my trainer into the shop and maybe ride for 90 minutes. That's an option. And I just have a 3-hour ride on the road after that. That might be the way to go. A 10-mile run on Saturday. I think a 2-mile run after the 4.5-hour bike. So I'm sitting about 15 weeks out from Ironman Texas. So definitely ramping up the time in the saddle here. Strange, I'm so comfortable today at this higher cadence. Back up. All right. Find the right gear. Hey, I appreciate you checking out TriVibes TV. 20 minutes into this ride. A little less than 40 to go. All right, we're going downhill now. And back up. All right, picking up some speed. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. Getting steeper. Average cadence sitting at 94. Average power a little higher at 215. Heart rate 154 average. Good numbers right now. sprint, huh? That's nice. No sprinting today. I did plenty of that on Tuesday. I feel like this song could be like hold music. Someone will be right with you. We appreciate your call. Stay on the line. The next available agent. This song has some guest vocals. All right, wrapping up on bottle number 1. Almost halfway there. All right. Find the ease in the effort. All right, almost halfway through, still feeling good. Heart rate's creeping up in the 160s, but that's a good thing. Feels good, man. All right. Average speed is a little bit faster than usual here. Almost 22 miles an hour. That's kind of cool. Halfway through. Appreciate you checking out TriVibes TV today. Thank you. We got 30 more minutes of zone 2 cycling. Get this first water bottle done. Bottle number 2. Whew. Average power 217. Average cadence 94. Average heart rate 155. That one's got potential. Maybe get somebody else to sing it. Well, well, well. If it isn't my legs feeling sore from strength training. Never would have expected this. Starting to feel my hamstrings, but spirits are high. Averages are really good so far on this ride, and mentally speaking, I got no problem with another 26 minutes of this. This sounds great, because then it's going to be lunchtime. Tomorrow we're going back to the pool, 3,000 yards. I might do a really easy run as well. And then the big weekend kicks off. Oh, there's a football game on Sunday too. You watch the Texans play the Colts. That sounds like a good time. At noon. Means I gotta start my ride really early. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Try to knock out 90 minutes. That would mean I need to start at 5:30. But if I could pull that off, I think that would be perfect. Three hours on the road. That sounds good. 90 minutes on the indoor trainer. That sounds like not a big deal. Combine them both, and you've got a really long training morning. Maybe I could do the, I don't know. Maybe I could do the ride here for 90 minutes instead of going out. Huh. All right, the gears are turning. Thinking out loud. First it was my right hamstring. Now it's my left one. I feel lefty now. I need some more salt. Back up. Woo! 0% faster. Cruising. Feels good. Getting over the top of that hill. Gonna bomb down this hill on the cobblestones. It's a pretty solid beat too. I think this one could be better though. If I add, I mean, maybe even some guitars. Head down. Is that a gas station up ahead? I think I'm good. sometimes it's hard to find the right gear. I think I forgot to like this. Whoa! Sitting at 5 likes. I gotta say, that's pretty cool. That's 500% more likes than there were in the first few minutes. Big numbers. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for checking out TriVibes TV today. Dropping those little likes. Final third of the ride. Another 15 minutes or so just like this, and then I'll probably spin a little easier for the final 5 minutes. Some more water. Average speed's gonna be pretty good for this ride. 15 miles in about 41.5 minutes. It's pretty quick. Oh, I just noticed I have the average wattage up there on the Zwift screen. Matches exactly with the one on my bike computer right now. They both say 217. Get into a bigger gear, get up more speed here, rolling downhill. Whoo! I swear when I train later in the day, my heart rate is always higher when I train later, like afternoon, evening. Get some more salt. All right, feeling good. Cobbles. Average cadence sitting at 94. Average heart rate in the 150s. 155. So far my legs are holding together well. I did some strength training this morning. A little bit heavier than I'm used to. So, bit of an experiment today. Especially considering I'm not taking this. This is like the high, the difficult end of easy. So, I'm kind of pushing myself right up towards the mid-high end of my zone 2 heart rate and power, rather than just trying to take it easy. I'm just kind of eager, I guess. It's a new year. I feel like I'm like 15 pounds heavier after the holidays. So I just got that fire. Burning a little too bright right now. That heart rate's too high. So I'm gonna try to calm down for a sec. I think what would really help is a pit stop. Heart rate's going up because my discomfort rate's going up. So gotta pull over on the side of the road here. Much, much better. I don't think anybody saw me. This song needs one more little thing. Much better. Starting going uphill. Wow. Talk about dropping that heart rate down. Dropped it about 40 BPM. All right. Well, that's just wonderful. These hour rides are really mentally feeling like a breeze. It's like I'm just in a good mood because I know it's only an hour. My legs felt a little wobbly walking around just now. Oh boy. What have I done? All right, I'm gonna ride in this same sort of high zone 2 effort until the 55-minute mark, back it off for the final 5 minutes, and call it a day. Feels good. Man, the elevation changes so quickly. Just for these little spikes in resistance. Using these gears to keep that power where I want it. Hasn't been too much of a struggle to keep my heart rate down. I just had to take couple little pauses. It's right back up to 160. Feels good though. I mean, zone 2 heart rate, I feel like it feels so good, all the blood flowing around in your brain. Especially for like an hour. It just feels, I don't know, maybe it's the endorphins, but yeah. Right now I gotta say I feel pretty good. I feel slightly better than I did when I started. That's always a really good sign. mean, numbers like this for race day at Ironman Texas would be perfect. About 200 power, nice high cadence, reasonably good heart rate. I think it would be a little bit lower out on the road because you just have so much more wind keeping you cool on the road versus indoors. I don't know, my heart rate tends to be a lot lower on the road versus the trainer, except on race day. It's it's kind of funny, like I do so many training rides with my heart rate just like chilling, and then the same effort on race day, I'll be in the correct zone. I won't be higher than it's supposed to be, but I don't know, so many times my heart rate just doesn't get as high during training rides on the road. I don't know what it is, especially this time of year when it's really cold. So I think it's good for me to get my heart rate up into my proper zone 2 here for another 4 minutes. I'm gonna quit while it still feels good today. But then again, I'm only supposed to do an hour, so I'm not quitting. Average cadence sitting at 94. Average power, a healthy 216. Average heart rate, 155. It's like mid-high zone 2 heart rate. Coming up on the end of the route here too. I picked a 55-minute route. Woo! We're flying though. Average speed on this ride might be more than 21. I don't know if it's gonna be quite 22 miles an hour. But final 10 minutes of the ride. Feeling good. Numbers looking great. What's up in the chat? Hey, that's a great question, Trash Panda. In my experience so far, the power that I'm getting from my Asioma power pedals matches really close to the power that I'm getting on my trainer. And I think a really good example to demonstrate that for you. Right now, my Garmin head unit, which is connected to my power meter pedals, is giving an average of 216 watts for this effort. If you look up on the Zwift average, it's sitting at 214. So that's less than a percentage point of difference. So for me, for my purposes, the difference is negligible. I will say that, zone 4 power output on the road, to me, feels so much easier than zone 4 power output indoors. Even though they're the same number, I don't feel as much of a difference at lower efforts, but as soon as you're up there really having to focus and work hard, man, I tell you, the added sensation of having to pay attention to the road and the feeling of going fast, the excitement of seeing a number that's fast on your head unit. I mean, I can just lean into it so much more on the road. If about 6 to 10 watts. Yeah. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the encouragement. Nice to meet you, Trash Panda. Zone 2 Trash Panda? I love it. That's awesome. Zone 2, baby. 80% of your life as an endurance athlete. For some of them. I have a song I'm writing about Zone 2. It's kind of fun. Did you know that free shabakadu rhymes with Zone 2? It's true. Fresh shabakadu. All right. Let's take it easy here for the last few minutes here. Woo! Coast a little bit. Zone 2 Trash Panda. That's so cool. Oh, what's up with this hill? I'm supposed to be cooling down. That's okay. I got enough gears. We'll make it work. Good stuff. Thanks for checking out TriVibes TV today. Really nice to have some conversations here with you. Dropping that heart rate down. Too hard. I think this hill is going to ruin our average speed. That's okay. But we hit 20 miles in under 57 minutes. So I think it's probably 21 mile an hour average. Or at least it would be if it weren't for this hill. But we'll see. Got 3 minutes to go, 0.6. How about funky? What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Oh no. Yo. Final 2 minutes. Up onto the bridge of the dam. Beautiful ride here in virtual France. This is one of the oldest songs I have. I made this bad boy like 7 years ago now. Yeah. Woo. Alrighty. .7. We might hit 21 miles an hour here. It's gonna be close. Flying down the hill. I think we might get it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Show me 21.1. All right, final minute. There's the 21. Speedy ride today. Felt good to ride at that top end zone 2. get my heart rate up. And like I said, I appreciate you keeping me company here. Hey, looks like my subscriber count jumped up since we started, and so if you have subscribed today during this stream, I really want to especially thank you for that. Because that's really awesome. Love it. Hope you enjoy hanging out here. Stop the ride. James, stop this crazy thing. Yeah. Save ride. Oh. All right, legs. Not so bad. Woo. All right. Shimmity slide, shimmity slide, shimmity slide, shimmity slide, 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 shimmity slide, 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 shimmity slide, shimmity slide. Thanks for checking this out today. Have a great rest of your first day of the year. I'll see you in the next one. I dance on the internet.